And this is Brains on the Go with a little bit of a twist this time. We have met the 17 students. Now you guys were expecting the quiz show, right? But like I said, it's an episode with a little bit of a twist. Macmillan is celebrating 40 years of existence in the Kingdom of Eswatini. As you can see right behind me, we are at Macmillan Publishing to see what happens inside. Now that was the twist. We are going to take you on a little bit of a tour and see what happens inside. I am excited about what happens in there. I can't wait to see what happens. Brains on the Go. Let's go. So now we are at the entrance of Macmillan Education. So basically we are here to see exactly what happens here at Macmillan. How they publish books, how they package books, that sort of thing. Now one of the first people we're going to be talking to is Mr. Smanga Shabangu, who is the marketing manager here. So let's go see if we can find him. Sanbanani? Ninjani? Ngiyaphila nami. Nginokwasihlamini. Ngibuya Eswatini TV. Thank you, with the show Brains on the Go. We were asked to ask for Mr. Smanga Shabangu. I don't know if he's available.
Okay, let me call him. He's in the office.
All right, okay.
Hi, Mr. Shabangu. You've got your second session. Okay.
Sanmanan Baba Shabang.
Yeah, no worries.
Yes.
Finally we've arrived.
Yes, we have arrived.
How are you this morning?
I'm good. I'm excited actually. Yes. And since Vele says corner, as I told you,
Well, you are most welcome. Let us go to my office.
All right. Okay. Thank you. Mr. Shabangu, thank you very much for the warm welcome. Personally, I'm really excited because reading books, Macmillan, and being here, it's really exciting finding out what happens. Since we're now marketing, Baba Shabangu, can you please tell us a bit about your department?
Sinesibaka marketing njengoba wathi uthi Macmillan is a publishing house.
Yes.
Ukhipha incwadi letisebenza kakhulu kade esikolweni, curriculum based. So umsebenzi wethu lomkhulu ukuthi nasebatikhicitile laba labangale babhali bethu sineke sesimeleke ukuthi sitimikise kuma customer kakhulu kade lokuthi ikolo latisebenza khona umkhicito wethu. So sisebenza ke lokuthengisa lo mkhicito. Lokungile incwadi learning material, my reference material. Sesinako nje nalokunye okuningi lokusetshenziswa nabantwana laba kuma level laphasi. So sesikhicitile ke incwadi satithenga sibhize sibe nawo umsebenzi ukuthi silanzelele ukuthi ama customer ethu umkhicito wethu waphatha njani. Sitokhona kubuya naleyo information siyifeed ema departments lafanele. Be it baka publishing ukuthi mhlawumbe incwadi zethu bayakhala nefont, bayakhala ukuthi kuyatsabuka natitsabuka, mhlawumbe bayakhala nangecontent kwayona. Ukuze titokhona ukuthi lokho ku-informe nasebaproducer okunye lokuyawulandzela. Kungaba natikhalo nje generally letikhona kuma-customer, siyatibuyisela nabo-customer care ukuthi athine ama-customer ngalokwendeka ngekhathi enkapaneni. So ngingathi nje thina ikakhulukathi singumthambo lokuxhumanisa inkampani nesive ngaphandle lokuma-customer ethu ladla lowo mkhicito besinawo ngekhathi. Lokunye lesikwendako kakhulu siyinkampani kusekela ngalatikweni ama-activities lahambelana netikolo. So tikolo mhlawumbe tingaba nama-debates, tingaba nabo-spelling bee, tingaba nabo-presentation, culture day. Ngithi kumele sihambe embili kwenta siqiniseke ukuthi inkampani iyavela ngoba phela sinesithi we are with learners for life. So la khona kunemntwana afunza nganoma ngangiphi indlela sinesiyadisonzela. So leyo micimbi ke siye siyichaza sinkampani. So kungaba ukuthi sibaphe leyo promotional material abatakhona kuyisebenzisa mhlawumbe kukhuthateni bantwana. Kungaba sekuthayini sibe khona physically letikhathi la kumele khona kumbe sigcugcutele noma sithule inkulumo. Kungaba neke ukuthi kulokunye sibachaze nangetimali kuze leminye yale micimbi noma imigidi ikhona ukuthi iphumelele. Lokhu ngibona sikwenda lokhu summarize lelo ngushilo. Sinemsebenzi department ukuthi sakhe lengathi phecelezi ngama-profits for the company.
Yes.
So sesikwendile kumarket asenta konke i-agenda yethu lenkulu ukuthi sisebhizinisini.
Yes.
So ebhizinisini-ke kubonakala ukuthi kuyasetshenzwa ukuthi kuphume i-profit letawukhona kwenta inkampani ichubeke i-operate. So umsebenzi wethu omkhulu-ke lesinikwa wona nakucala umnyaka ukuthi nayi-target lembheke ukuthi nishaye uma kufika isikhathi esingukuthi ngibhekele ukuthi nibe nikwakhile okungaba njengemikhiqido yenkampani lotawubuya wende ukuthi inkampani ikhona i-operate.
Okay, alright. Lokunyela ngicela bhodi babeshaba ukuthi from a marketing point of view, what made Macmillan decide ukuthi bato-sponsorisha Brains on the Go?
Ngiyabonga nokwazi Brains on the Go initiative lathi makayipresenta kithi Eswatini TV. Sayibona ihambisana kakhulu ne-mandate yethu ne-mission yethu kanye ne-vision yethu siyi-publishing house kodwa lebhuke kakhulu education.
Yes.
Sinemntwana la khona ngcanso yasathi slogan sethu ukuthi sithi we are with learners for life. But kakhulu sezesantshintsha safika la sithi khona we are advancing learning. Lokho ukuthi nasibuka Brains on the Go kunemntwana lo weswele lo hamba ayokhishwa le la khona le kude labekangamlalela. Kodwa afike Eswazi TV ahlale naye phansi umntwana afune ukuthi amuve story sakhe noma inzaba yakhe. Amcocele leyo nzaba sina sikulalela lokho sakubona ukuthi siyadzinga ukuthi imbanzakanye ekuthaneni lo mntwana lo star lo mntwana lo deprive esimo ladalelwe kuso uyabadzinga labatawusonzi ladude naye bamsekele bambambise bamkhomba indlela. So singena lapho ke thina siMacmillan ukuthi laba bantwana lesithi bangemasters letikolweni asisonze lesitoba polish bashayine kakhulu bafike nalapho khona bebangathi namuhla ngemaphupho kodwa ngalenyelanga bakubona idilo letiphathekako lena ababuke emva bangasho bathi kuwe kwakungekho Eswazi TV kuwe kwakungekho Macmillan mhlawumbe bengingahlala nginginali nje lidayimane lesilo langqwatshwa le emahlathini la ngangidalelwe khona ngelimuva lami. Ngiloko nje kakhulu ukusonzetile newe ukuthi dzasewethu siyinkampani siyakholelwa etinvente etikhulunywako lonyaka emikhakheni yetemfundo bakhuluma ngenzaba yabo inclusive education. Sineke njengema scholars aka education siyathi sinakhuluma nge-inclusivity ukhuluma ngekuthi wonke umntwana akafakwe kungabukwa simo sakhe kungabukwa nekungakhoni kwakhe wonke umntwana akanikwe lithuba lekuba sesikolweni. So labantwana ke Eswazi TV la kabakhiphe le emajukujukini elive bantwana le kube ngesimo labadalelwe kuso bengathi khanza bangakabi included in the education system yakangwane kodwa ngekuthi nje kube naSwazi TV kwaba khona na Macmillan batathi khanza nabo bakhona lekufundza bakhona lekucedza isikole njengalabanye bakhona lekucosha emaphupho njengalabanye labadalelwe kahle emakhaya abo.
Babeshabangu, thank you so much for this lovely information that you've just given us. Babukeli ngibatshelile ukuthi sikuthola namuhla. Ngicela usitshele ukuthi ngelo sesiphuma sibheka ngakuphi.
Nokwazi siyabonga nyalo sitawuya e-ofisini la managing director ngaphansi Macmillan. Ngeke vele sibe sekhaya singakayi kumnikado wemuthi. Yes, singahamba nisini khona nyalo.
Ngicela. Sanibonani? Njani? Ngiyaphila nami. Igama lami nginokwazi Dlamini. Ngibuya Eswatini TV. Sicela ukubona Macmillan if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, sis, ungahlala phansi ngiyangenisa.
Okay, right.
Mbona imali? Kunani okwazi ukwaSwazi TV ucela ukubona?
Macmillan, siyabonga kakhulu for welcoming us on Alana Macmillan. Macmillan, ngicela ukubuta nje ukuthi since Macmillan we celebrate our 40 years of existence this year. Ngicela usitshele a bit more about ukuthi Macmillan wendani and also what they have been doing to celebrate the 40 years of existence.
Oh, thank you very much, Sisi, and siyabonga nathi ukuthi nite nisivakashele kuyasithokozisa ukuthi sibe kanye nani namuhla. Umuntu angabonga nje vele ukuthi sibe naleli thuba lekusebenta event laseSwatini iminyaka seyingemashumi lamane. Kuningi kakhulu lesikwendile siyinkampani yaka Macmillan sisesela kule live. Uma besingathi sifuna indlela yoku celebrate lokho konke vele bekungaphela lo mnye 40 years celebrate sithi nje sicaphune lokuncane lana la lokutawenda ukuthi mhlambe sibonakalise nathi ukuthi we have reached a milestone. Angiqale nje ngekuthi makusuka lo mnyaka February ku World Read Aloud Day sithethe lithuba sathi sambe siyofundzela abantwana labalapha esibhedlela eNazarene abantwana labagula bewodini bekuyindlela yethu ke ukuthi sicale iproject nabo laba baseRally Fitkin ukuze kuthi nathi kube khona lesikunikelako lesitawukwati ukuthi sibuke emuva sithi khona lesikwendile lokuphathekako sicale ke luhlelo nabo lokuthi sibalungiselela igumbi ukuthi nje there's a corner that they allocated to the children's ward. And we went there, we painted the corner, we decorated it in the educational way. In other words, Safaga, pictures on the wall and other images that are educational for the children. And by so doing, we are creating an environment for those children. They must feel still, in the education surroundings. So we further went on and donated books. And these books cover a wide range of ages from 0, up to certain levels of education. What we have done, we've also made available a trolley, which is like a library kind of thing, a lockable trolley, wherein the books will be kept and then there will be a reading time. The books that we have donated really, they're very special books because they cater for all kinds of learning styles and learning activities. So that's a milestone for us. We are celebrating that and we are saying here is a contribution it's worth 150,000. But it's not a once-off. We are going to go back again next year. We started this program, this project, and we're grateful that the administration to kind of partner with them to ensure that bantwana abasalele move in terms of education. And also there's a lot of value. There is the soothing effect, there is the educational part, there is the the exposure part, from the children's side. So we did go there, we visited them, and over and above that, we are starting a program maybe once in a while, but I'll draw a timetable. Macmillan staff will be on the ground to read to those children. We believe in reading, but also it's important for children to be read to so that they can listen. That's a way of celebrating, of saying thank you, Eswatini, for allowing us to be a corporate citizen in Eswatini. And we've also done a couple of other activities. Mago celebrate our International Mother Tongue Day. We launched a writers' competition in Eswatini, if you remember. And that was a way of celebrating our existence, our 40 years of existence. We are saying to the authors out there, here we are, let's once again demonstrate our talent. Asibhale, kunemihlomelo lemihle lesiyibekile, indlela yethu leyo yokuthi nathi sitibongele and sibeka litshe. If you understand that saying, we've come a long way and here we are today. And we are proud to say, nale competition lesiyilonchile, siyilonche ngekwati ukuthi lelikhono likhona. And we have had a contribution ekulolongeni lelikhono lelikhona eMaswatini.
Okay, ngicela usitshele ke ukuthi what are the coming projects that Macmillan is angathi noma singakhuluma or maybe it's going to be a surprise or something for the nation. But if you can you please tell us a bit about maybe Emma projects like that for this celebration of 40 years?
Okay, we do have projects that are coming, and like I have said, one of them is the reading that we'll be doing with the children in Espelel. And then of course we have a celebration that will be here, premises of Macmillan, where we will then have even from outside the country. They will converge here, celebration, and there's a lot that's going to be happening. Even school. Having said that, in the past, for the past 4 years, we have been working with schools, arts and culture. And this year, the program here was sponsored once again, 250,000. And the program here, schools, arts and culture, this year, competitions are it is zooming in on the 40th year, Macmillan in the Kingdom of Eswatini. So the songs that they will be composing will be talking to that, you know, and tibitelo takhona titabe tikhulumisa lokho. Lesithi ke nathi indlela yokuthi sihalalise sibonge ukuthi na iminyaka lengemashumi lamane sesiyicedzile. So iprogram ke leyo letabe yendeka nje for the whole of the second term. Lema competitions ahamba onke lama regions lapho khanjwa khona nakuhlatshelwa nje kuthiwa Macmillan ukhulile uneminyaka lengemashumi lamane. Indlela yokuthi nathi sijabule kanye nalabangeke bede la kodwa le kuma regions basahamba labantu besikole benda lama competitions siyabonga ukuthi batawukuva nabo ngoba siyafisa lokuthi sihalalise kanye sibongelane kanye masiwaceda ke lawo ma competitions siyaye sibe ne prize giving celebration. Nayo yalonyaka it is zooming in on the 40th celebration, yes. And then le writers competition nayo siyayiconclude futhi kulomnyaka. Nase siyicedza nayo sesikhipha lemihlomelo yalaba labatabe bawinile. Yawube ngilelinye ilanga futhi nayo lephinze senda umsindo ukuthi nangu 40 years. Uyozuphele nje lomnyaka solo siyiteka lenzaba yethu ya 40 years. Uma sihamba siya trade fair njengoba itawufika nje trade fair August September. I-theme yethu itawuba in line ne-theme letabe ibekwe ngisipa kodwa thina we are going to weave in lo 40 years wethu khona lapho kuleyo theme leyo. Sengisho nje ukuthi kunengivele lesitabe sikwenda lo mnyaka nje sobeke ukuthi nathi sitshengise kubonga kwethu nekujabula kwethu sijabule nawe eMaswati ngoba sisemkhathini wawo sisebenza emkhathini wawo futhi.
Okay, Macmillan, njengoba bengishito before ukuthi there's 17 students who've joined Brains on the Go. And what would you like to say, not necessarily joined actually, who was selected for Brains on the Go, what would you like to say, Gula Bampana, maybe words of motivation, as Basaya Gule quiz show that they're going to have?
Siyabonga Nkosi, kwami nje kungaba ukuthi kwekucala sibonge kule program ya Brains on the Go. Ngoba lemigomo yayo le program ithuthukisa temfundo ikhutsata abantwana futhi ukuthi batimisele nabafunza nekuthi bati ukuthi limuva lakho alisho ukuthi kunetinto longeke utende. Your background really doesn't matter. The sky is not the limit. Sibonga lamathuba lavulwa ngoBrains on the Go ukuthi labantwana bathole lithuba lekukhuluma nalabanye batibone nabo ukuthi uyathi nami nginako lenginako engcondweni nalengingakwenda. Kungaba kubakhutsata ukuthi njengoba sebalitholele lithuba baba la kule program abalisebenzise ngoba they will never be the same.
Yes.
Lokungena kwabo nje kule program ukhona umehluko lotawendeke empilweni tabo. And ngamunye futhi bangathathi ngekuthi nase ngiphumile mina awukusho ukuthi mina kwami kude. Lokuthi nje uphumela uphume khona kukhona lo uphuma nawo. Futhi lokuphuma kwakho kukhona lesekukwendile engcondweni yakho. Ngababongela ngiphinze ngibakhutsate ukuthi abatimisele. Kutimisela enfeni kuhambelana nengcondo yakho ukuthi utitshele nje ukuthi lento le ngingayenda kude lokungangibamba ukuthi ngingede ngayenda nekusho ke ukuthi siba ka Macmillan we are fully behind them. We embrace them so much and we really would like to make a difference at empilweni tabo. And siyabelieve kubo, we believe in them. That is why, you know, we have also decided to be sponsors of this program because we believe in these children. We know that whatever little that we contribute will make a difference kule live la Eswatini.
Yes. Thank you very much, Macmillan, for having us, and thank you for all the information. Let's look forward to another 40 years
Thank you very
of
much.
existence.
Yes, certainly. Siyabonga.
So guys, now that we've heard from the MD, I am more interested in the publishing side of Macmillan Education. We're going to meet up with Mr. Sibusiso Simelane, who is in the publishing department. Guys, let's go.
Basically, the publishing department, I would say, is the heart and soul, you know, of the business, because this is where we get to create the product, as it were. It's quite a long and involving process, I must say. First, we do what I would call the market research, where we try and identify the existing gaps in the market, and then do feasibility studies to ascertain the viability of, you know, pursuing those projects. Thereafter, we draw our budgets, get them through all the processes of approval, from the manager, publishing manager, to publishing director, as well as our MD, Macmillan. After that it's done, we then assemble the publishing team for that particular project, if it's a science book, we assemble a good science publishing team, a good science team of authors. Luckily, as Macmillan, we do train our own authors.
Oh, okay.
We have a very rich pool of authors,
Okay.
to ensure sustainability. So if it's a textbook, a science textbook, we do assemble those authors. We give them a thorough brief of what we want from them in terms of, the extent, the size of the book, the specifications, which level, the syllabus it addresses, and everything, basically everything. We sometimes solicit the services of consultants to work with the teams when commissioning. So we avail the materials to the teams, all the specs and all the syllabi and everything. That's the brief, basically. We commission them to start writing. As they begin the writing process, we give them a deadline to say, after 3 months or 6 months, depending on the nature of the project. Sometimes it takes even a year or two to complete a project entirely. It's quite involving, I must say. So once they're finished, they're done with the writing part. They then submit the project, with all the components. If it's a learner's book, TG, a reader, a big book, all that. We then sit and assess if it's up to our publishing standards. We have a checklist that we go by to ensure that, it's up to the required level of publishing. If it's not, we then commission a developmental editor or a consultant to sit and fix, because we're so much about quality in this industry. Yes. So if it's all systems go, everything's okay with the manuscript, we then prepare it for handover to our Joburg side, the publishing side of the business.
Okay.
That's where we get to, assembly, editorial teams, work with, consultant, someone to assess again and see if it's to the right quality. We also commission the drawing of artwork, illustrators,
Yes.
your
pictures. And
pictures, everything, even photos, buy the photos. Luckily, again, we do have our own pool of illustrators. With regards to Swati projects especially, we rely on our own to draw, for example, our traditional wear up to, the right, quality,
Yes.
and specs, because it can be quite technical. Then once all it's done, once we have the artwork back and, the editor is edited, the reviewer is reviewed and, given us, their feeling about the project, we effect whatever changes, they want us to implement in the project. And then the book goes to the next level, which is the typesetter. This one is responsible for transforming the manuscript, from bringing a manuscript into a typical book form in terms of design and layout and everything, the placement of the photos, placement of artwork and everything. Then it comes back to us again, to take it through once again to through the various quality assurance measures. For instance, we even contract our teachers. Those will use the book inside the classroom to say, have a look and give us your feel. Is it teachable? Does it address the syllabus appropriately? What can we tweak here and there? And when we get that kind of feedback, it means we can again move to the next, stage. So there's a lot of toing and froing in terms of ensuring that the quality is up to scratch. And then once the book has received intervention from all the stakeholders, it comes to a point where we feel that now it can be commissioned, for printing. We sign the project off for commercial print to say we are done, we are satisfied, everything, is up to right quality. There is no typo, there is no error, there is nothing. There is no third-party content in the book. That's very, very important. If you want to publish a book, then you find that there's third-party material there. It's been, stolen from whatever material. So we make sure that that kind of thing does not happen with our books. So once it's signed off, production takes over with the printing side. Normally we outsource our printing. It takes about 3 months to get the printed copies back once we have signed off. That's it. A week or two later, it's in the warehouse. Then marketing and sales take over in terms of marketing. So we start over again. Yeah, basically that's about it.
Thank you so much, Macmillan, for joining us. Tina, all we know, it's so interesting to know all of this. Tina, all we know is just to read the book and seeing it on the shelf. We don't know what actually goes behind writing and publishing a book. So thank you very much for the information. Siyabonga kakhulu.
Yeah, most welcome. Thanks.
Guys, what an incredible, and I mean incredible, tour we have just had. We learned about dispatching, we learned about distribution, we learned about publishing, so many things that we learned about. All we know is to pick a book from the shelf and read it. We don't know what goes behind the scenes with making books, publishing them, distributing them, getting them to the customers. Guys, it was really, really wonderful. Very, very interesting. Now, guys, we will see you next week on the quiz show. Good luck to the 17 students who are participating. Macmillan celebrating 40 years of existence in the Kingdom of Eswatini. Brains on the go. Let's go.